What's up, dude? Have you ever seen any of those viral cooking videos on YouTube where it's just a pair of hands, peaceful music, and nobody's talking? They always seem to have millions and millions of views, but I keep wondering if these recipes are actually any good. Today, we take one of those recipes and put it to the test in this series. We'll see about that. And as always, there is no time to waste. Now let's go! Today, we're returning to Sophie's channel, Essen Recepti, which I got a lot of hate because I didn't know what that name meant. I think it literally just translates to eat recipes. And we're scrolling down a bit here because Sophie has a lot of super viral recipes, but this one caught my eye. Don't defrost your chicken breast. Quick, easy, and delicious dinner. And the thumbnail is frozen chicken breast on a cheese grater. This is not something I would ever just do unless I'm making this video. So this is gonna be interesting. And as always, we're doing a blind reaction here. Oh. She's making it look easy, but I just know that that's a slippery piece of chicken. I know it was not that easy, Sophie, I know. In fact, I would highly recommend just like putting a little piece of paper towel or something on there. That's what I'm gonna try anyway. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it works the other way, but that looks like a slippery task. That looks so strange. Sophie, we love you, but you're cutting that shallot backwards. Hey, it's home cooking. It's all good. I'm trying to get rid of my 20 years of restaurant, all that professional cooking stuff so I can just be a better home cook. Because you know what? Let's face facts here. All that high-end, high-level stuff people love to share on social media, it doesn't really help anyone. It's fun to watch. Nobody's cooking it. People are cooking stuff like this. Grated potato. Okay, so we're just grating everything, squeezing all that liquid out of the potato, adding it into the chicken with the shallots, and an egg. One-handed egg crack. Nice. Salt, pepper, oregano, okie-dokie, and mozzarella cheese. This is really interesting. All that cheese mixed in with everything else. My curiosity is building. The old butter and olive oil mix, which I am a fan of. I just like that combo. Are we gonna put all of it in? Oh, it's all going in. I was thinking we're gonna make like little, like burger-sized pieces, but this is like a whole thing. Wow. Yeah, it's like a frittata, like a chicken frittata. I feel like it might be better cooked in small. You can cook it however you want, but smaller pieces might get more crust, therefore more color, therefore more flavor. However, we'll see. Parsley, okie-dokie. Whoa. Okay, so then we flip and back in the pan. And we're just cooking it in the pan with a lid on. Gosh, some more parsley on top for a little color. I don't know. The last recipe we cooked from Sophie has been our highest rated recipe yet. We'll put a link to that one at the end of the video. Judging by how it looks, I can't say I'm the most excited about this one, but is it worth 8 million views? We'll see about that. And as always, at the end of the video, we're gonna give it a rating, and if it's really good, we'll go outside and absolutely smash my fridge. All right, I got my frozen chicken breast here. Let's see how this works out. Now, yeah, I can just feel already, it's very slippery. I don't know how Sophie did that without like a piece of towel or something. That's what I'm gonna use. Here we go. This is pretty strange. Oh my God. Ugh. I will say this, don't expect to have an easy time about this, okay? It's not that fun, it's really not that fun, and your hand gets really cold. Sophie is jacked. She had all that peaceful music going, and the grating of the chicken, when really it's more just like, It's like a brain freeze inside of your thumb. There we go, that realistically took, I don't know, 5 minutes. Wasn't peaceful at all. There was nothing peaceful about this, or fun. It wasn't fun. In fact, I hated it. I'm totally gonna prank Marcus. Marcus, come on down, bro. I got a sexy shaved cantaloupe snow with a little bit of yuzu oil and a tiny bit of pear puree on the bottom with a hint of amaranth.
I'm not eating that.
He's been filming the video the whole time, so he knew. Go ahead and drop that into a bowl. I'm not gonna knock it until we actually try the recipe. But like, if I had a chicken breast, I would just never be like, let's freeze it and grate it up. Next step here, we're gonna dice up this shallot. I love shallots, like a fancy onion. It's the best. There's nothing to it, right? Just like an onion. Although, I would definitely leave the root end intact, so you can go like this. And then from here, just go ahead and slice it up. Easy as that. Throw those in with the chicken. Next, we're gonna grate up our potatoes. I chose Yukon Golds. I'm sure you could get away with russet as well. I'll have to admit, grating the potato, it's about 10 times funner than the frozen chicken breast. I don't know why I hated that so much, but I have a feeling you will too. And now she squeezes it out. Look at all that. Ooh. My first instinct would to be actually to rinse this in cold water a few times, but we're following the recipe, all right? Otherwise, I can't really give it the most accurate review. I like squeezing things with my hands. I just like it. I like when my hands are all messy and gross. potatoes go in with the chicken and shallots. By the way, if you don't have one of these little bench scrapers, you gotta get one. It's usually for dough. A lot of chefs use this to just pick up things off their cutting board. Can't live without it. A link in description. One egg going in. I can do the one-handed egg crack too, okay? It's not that hard. Salt and Sergeant Gilbert. Pepper. It's not that weird. Oh, Sergeant Gilbert, so stupid. You're so stupid. Kids love it, okay? There's a little 5-year-old watching right now with his mom, and he has his own little Sergeant Gilbert or Pepe Pepper or whatever, and they're just watching the show having a good time, so Next, a little bit of oregano.
No.
What?
It's not how you say it.
You say oregano?
Say it how you say it.
And lastly, we're gonna grate up this mozzarella cheese. I'm kind of curious to see how the cheese is gonna gel with everything in here. It's just gonna become part of it, isn't it? We shall see. And the cheese goes in. Oh, Sonny, what are you making? Oh, you know, it doesn't have a name. I'm just making a giant chicken mozzarella burger. Yeah, kind of like an omelet, except with grated frozen chicken inside. What do you mean you don't know what it is? Yeah, you know, a German chicken cheese potato omelet. You know what a grilled cheese is, but you don't know what this is? Weird. Before we cook up this chicken frisbee disc puck thing, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Good Chop. Good Chop offers convenient, contact-free delivery right to your doorstep. With Good Chop, you also have the option of fully customizable boxes with over 50+ high-quality cuts. So whether you're into beef, seafood, chicken, or pork, they are gonna have what you need. They've got 100% grass-fed ribeye, T-bone steaks, wild-caught salmon, free-range and organic chicken, thick-cut bacon, ground pork, beef tenderloin, pork tenderloin, and that's just to name a few. All their products are sourced from within the United States of America, which I happen to really love. So by choosing Good Chop, you support local family farms and independent ranchers right here in the US. My personal box from Good Chop had beef tenderloin, New York strip, bacon, these awesome ribeye steaks that I cooked up last night, basted them with some herbs and garlic butter, and let me tell you, they were delicious and super tender as well. I also got a 6-pack of Alaskan sockeye salmon, which I like to cook up by first vac packing with some lemon and herbs, and then sous videing at 125 degrees Fahrenheit for that ultimate flaky texture. And let me tell you something, this was delicious and super tender. And finally, a 3-pack of chicken breasts, which we're using in this recipe today. Go to goodchop.com/YouTube and use promo code ThatDude120 or click the link down in the description to get $120 off your first 4 boxes today. That's goodchop.com/YouTube with promo code ThatDude120. Thank you, Good Chop, for sponsoring this video, and now let's go finish up this chicken recipe. Got my pan on medium heat. It's been preheating for about 2 minutes. Olive oil going in, butter going in with the olive oil. Wait for this to melt. And in we go. Just smoothing it out, folks. Just smoothing it out. I've got a decent shape here. Now she says to put the lid on, cook it for 15 to 17 minutes, which that seems like a long time. I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit to medium low and let it roll. All right, there we go. It's been 15 minutes. And I'll say this, it smells a whole lot better than it looks. Although 15 minutes per side seems like a lot of cooking time to me. I'm gonna tempt this right now. I'm curious. Whoa! I can safely say 15 minutes per side is just way too much. It's already blasting over 200, which, as you know, chicken breast is 165 is safe. That's kind of crazy. All right, anyway, here we go. Plate on, and we flip ski. We set it down. And then what I like to do is just this little kind of calm towel thing. Woo, woo! Yeah, get it, Sonny. Woo, yeah, get it, yeah. There we go. Wow, guys. Looks pretty good. You know what? I mean, it's definitely done, but I need to at least sear that other side. So with this series, a lot of the channels we recreate recipes from are really vague when they explain things, I've noticed. So when you're cooking them, if you just feel like something is done or your little Spider-Man cooking senses are going off, just listen to that little inner voice because it usually knows what it's doing. For instance, we don't need to cook this for another 15 minutes. It's done. I'm just adding a little more oil and in with the chicken, and I'll literally just sear this side for 2 minutes or so, and it's good. I'll actually just have to invert it out. Oh, again. Don't try this at home, kids. Oh! And as she does, we're just gonna finish with a little parsley. My cameraman Marcus was saying what kind of sauce would be good with this. I don't know, something like raita would probably be good. Or a nice juicy like cucumber tomato salad I think would be good. Marcus, why don't you come on down, dude? That's what it looks like in the middle. It does look maybe a tad bit dry, but let's give it a taste and find out. Cheers.
Boom.
Start off by saying, better than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, so hot. It's so hot.
Marcus doesn't have the chef resilience heat that I have. Understandable. What do you think? Better than you thought it was gonna be?
I don't know. It's about what I thought it was gonna be.
There's no sort of melty, gooey cheese in there, even though it has a lot of cheese. The cheese has sort of just become like this almost like glue along with the potato that holds everything together.
It's like a giant chicken patty.
I like the way that the cheese kind of burns on the outside. You do get a nice little texture.
How could she cook this for more than 15 minutes? Is her oven a light bulb?
Don't cook this for 30 minutes. In fact, if I were to do it again, I would go medium-high heat, maybe like 6 minutes per side, and see if that does it. Also, hers did look a little thicker, but it's gonna be done before that time. I still really think it needs a sauce or something juicy and wet to go with it, but overall, on its own, it's not terrible, it's not amazing. 6.9 out of 10. I think that's a fair score. For some final thoughts, I would make this again. However, I would consider pre-cooking the onions. I would also consider rinsing out those potatoes a few times in cold water to get more of the starch off. And I think making them even flatter and cooking them in individual portions so you get a little bit more texture and crispy little bits on either side, more like a latke, could be really good. Having said all that, what it does have going for it is it's pretty easy besides grating the frozen chicken. That kind of sucks. And in fact, you might be able just to buy ground chicken instead of doing all that. Anyway, that's how I feel about it right now. Not great, definitely not terrible. Thanks for watching today. I will put a link to the original creator down in the description, as well as the recipe from this video. I also have links to a lot of my favorite products and kitchen equipment that I use on this channel down there. And there's also awesome merch available for purchase if you want to support the channel. If you're eager to keep learning today, to my left and to my right are two of my own easier recipes. They're super delicious and I just know you can pull them off. And until next time, you know I love you and I'm out.